as soon as she's done.
Sorry,
And then
recording.
Bay said that she is stuck in a meeting with agents. So we will see probably why they want it recorded so they can watch it later.
Yeah. So let's just kind of get into it then.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I got my notes. I'm ready.
okay. Yeah. And if you have questions, just jump in. So we've been here for 13 years. We have been designed to help realtors. And as we're really effective in helping realtors, we know that lenders want to kind of help leverage that. And that's really, the simplest way of looking at it. We have, as you can see here, we have tools to help agents either get more listings or get more buyers or both. And they can either have listings or not have listings. And it doesn't matter because that's kind of the cycle of every realtor. Sometimes they have listings and sometimes they don't. So we have tools to help them throughout that period. In the past, I think a lot of lenders would talk to people, to realtors, and they would say, we're going to help you with these really great automated marketing tools. We're going to help you with social media. We're going to help you find buyers, and we're going to help you get more listings. Got tools to help you get more listings. These four things in the past have been the most relevant thing to discuss. There are a lot of realtors that don't have the knowledge to deal with social media, right? We do almost all of it automatically. We can also run ads for social media in like 2 clicks. So it's much easier than working in the Facebook platform, much easier than working in Google. It's just because we have their software and we boil it down to nothing. If you, in the past, and this is prior to mortgage rates moving, if you asked a realtor, if you went to them and say, hey, I can help you get buyers, they would just turn their nose and say, I'm not interested in talking to buyers, right?
Right.
And obviously that's changed. And so there are a lot of people that are coming to us, a lot of realtors coming to us, and they're saying, one, this home used to sell in, whatever, 1 week, and now it takes 2 months. So I, one, need to get buyers, and two, I need to show my homeowners the value of what I'm doing. In the past, you could put it in MLS and boom, boom, it'd be in contract in a week, right?
Right.
And you didn't have to really do much to justify why they're paying you, right? Basically, is the way to put it. So we do a lot, and I will show you what it looks like, what we do when we're marketing a listing. But that's the one thing that's changed is I need buyers and I need to prove why I'm earning whatever percentage I'm getting paid on selling this home.
Right.
And we do so much of that automatically that it's just, we help in that way. We also have a whole toolkit for capturing listings. One thing I want to show you though, before we go and look at kind of the listing marketing side, is just kind of what a lender account looks like, right? Because you can sign up as a realtor and you basically have all kinds of functionality. When you
We would
sign
be
up,
we're under a title account.
yeah, forgive me. To me, I think of them the same.
They're the same.
They're
You're like, to me,
very
they're all
similar.
the same.
Yeah, I
Non-agent
mean,
account.
yeah, I mean, there's an agent account, which is a realtor, a real estate agent account. That is very different than a lender and title company. Those two have their own thing. So if we're looking here, we're actually looking at a lender's account. This is an active account. And it's similar to a title. The one difference is we do co-branding for lenders. We don't do co-branding for title companies. Yeah. Yeah, we just don't do it, but we do provide all the tools. So here's where you add agents.
Okay. I've played with it enough to know this part. You can go in and add, like I added myself because I still have my
Okay,
license. I added myself.
okay. So yeah, so there's, you can add that, and then when an agent's listings are in there, you should, obviously make sure that the agent is connected and has all their social media things connected, because then we'll go out and auto post to their accounts and things like that. So I'm
Is
just
that
going to show
something
you
they
the
do on
already.
their own?
What's that?
Is that something that they do on their own? Like I invite them to join and then they connect all their accounts?
Yeah, and so that's the easiest way to do it. For me, I would recommend that you or somebody on your team is on the phone, just walking them through in 5 minutes. Like go here and click there and connect, and boom, we're done. Now we're going to pull your listings in, and now you can run an ad on Facebook. Like from just by clicking this button, it's going to take us to the Facebook software. This particular agent is disconnected, but you can kind of run through these things. The social media post, this is done automatically. So once you help them connect to social media, we will post to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. We do this automatically. So if you're just walking them through that setup, and then you, okay, we've got all your social media connected. Let's go get your listings. Bam. It just, a lot of automation starts occurring.
So
Um,
what do you post? Like just their listings or
yes.
okay,
Well, social media auto posting we can post multiple things, but in this section, because we're looking at a listing,
okay.
this is going to show you that we're going to post a listing, and behind it is going to be a landing page for the home. So if we're looking at this landing page, and if I want more information, I can text that number to that number and get it an instant mobile optimized website on my phone, and you and the agent get that address of the home and you get the phone number of that person. Now, if I want more details and I'm a consumer, I can click on this and then we got their name and email as well from Facebook. So as we're capturing leads, a lot of lenders and title people will copy themselves on the leads as they come in, so that you have more of a discussion point to say, hey, well, first of all, did you see all those automated tools that just went out? And secondly, you're getting leads. Are you calling them and things like that, right?
Right.
So let me ask this, and I should know this, but for you, what is your goal when you want to work with a realtor? Are you trying to get more listings, or are you trying to get more buyers?
Huh, okay, let me just turn that off because that was distracting. Um, we want more agents to feel um like, hey, we provided them a value. So when I do have a listing that comes up, I want to use Red Door. So not so much the consumer, we're not
Yes.
interested in capturing their information. Although if we were copied on the lead
It's
for
a
an agent, we can say, hey, I saw,
yeah,
Ann Smith's uh commented or whatever. How's that going? Do you need help? Something, just an opportunity to start a conversation with that
yeah,
agent.
yeah. So that's totally understandable. And so if your first step was to connect their profile and to put everything, help them turn everything on, one of the first thing we do once they pull in their listings is we would push their listings to their social media account, and we would email both of you, and we'd say, hey, we just put this over there. You click on it and go look at it. So you have a touch point. And that's really, I think, what your goal is to be providing service, and certainly valuable service, to your real estate partners, right? And so the first thing, social media auto posts. A lot of realtors love that because it looks good. It can capture free leads. They like it, right? If you've got a realtor who's really into capturing leads, and there are some agents who are, and there are some who don't, right? And if they're actually interested in getting more business, I would recommend that they use the e-flyer for their database, which is somewhere down here. They can copy this here, paste it into their CRM. The top half is going to be looking for buyer leads. So if you click on that picture or that link, it's going to get a buyer lead. And down here, it's always going to say when your home was sold, going to affect your home value. So the same flyer that goes out in your CRM has a home valuation landing page. So realtors start to pay attention when you can tell them you can help them get more listings. And that's kind of what I'm pointing out here. The nearby homeowner letter is a print version of that same letter, right? So this is the number one tool that our clients use that's provided by us that captures more listings. Now, I'll show it to you. It's not super sexy. There's no algorithms or whatever. It's saying, we're selling a home in your neighborhood. Go check it out here. And of course, we'll try to get you as a buyer lead, but that's going to affect your home value, right? And that's the nature of this piece of paper. Because a lot of people know this kind of landing page. And over the years, I've learned that they can go run ads on the internet, on Google or on Facebook with this. But the quality of those leads is definitely up for discussion, right?
Sure.
So if you really want listings, you want to send them to that page via a simple piece of paper that you door knocked, or, and this is something that you as a title company should really offer as value. So we train on this all the time. The top way to get this tool into a market is, let's say you're working with a realtor, and I know Orlando's a big place, but we'll just use Orlando as an example. If I've got a home for sale and I'm the realtor, you, the title person, should say, hey, you know what? I can get you a list of all the homeowners in Orlando. I could even get that list and say that they've owned a home for 5 years or 10 years. Like, you could dissect that if you wanted. And let's go use listings to leads and create an ad, or let's create a custom audience so that when we're mailing, when we're doing this mailing, it's going to go to that group, right? Or when we're running an ad, it's going to go to that group. That's one of the top things that our clients are doing to make that letter more valuable, is mailing it to a targeted audience. There are companies like Remine. A lot of our clients will use Remine, or I think it's HomeSnap or something else. There are other companies that do that, but a lot of our clients will go to their title partner. I would definitely recommend that you have that discussion with your clients. Like, look, there's a great tool. This is the top tool to get. It doesn't get like 50 leads like a Facebook ad. It gets, if you mail out 100 or you mail out 200, you're going to get 5 or 10 leads, just because this is something where somebody opens an envelope or you door knocked it or however it got there, and they take that piece of paper to their own computer, type in that wacky address, and then put the rest. There's very few people that are going to go through that. And it's only the people who are really thinking about selling their home. That's why, you know, that type funnel is why it's such a high quality lead. It's not like I'm on Facebook looking at everything my friends ate and I clicked on something and I forgot I even did it, right? That's the nature of that, the value of that kind of lead. So that's automatically created.
That out.
What's that?
They direct mail that letter out to you know, a zip code or neighborhood or wherever they're farming, and we, you know, we use data finder or whatever to scrub it and they get the mailing list and they can send it out.
Yes.
And then is there an option to have, like, I know there's the website there, but is there like a QR code that's easier than trying to retype that? Or could we make one and add it on there?
Well, here's the thing. We do have QR codes for this, and you could grab the QR code and snap it in there. I don't really recommend it, and here's why. Now, I think everybody is more comfortable with QR codes since COVID, right? But we've had QR codes for well over 10 years, and I can tell you from just not even the data in our company, but across the entire industry, people don't use QR codes that much. Now, that's probably moved since COVID, but I can tell you, while this is mobile optimized, it's not fun. Let me show you what's going to happen.
So it's better to go type it in on their computer.
Yeah, there are some things that work better on desktop as opposed to mobile, right? Because this page has 3 steps. And if you're on your phone and you're driving or you're doing whatever you're doing, you don't finish the process. So it's not great to drive people to this on mobile. It's get it to their home and that kind of thing. And if you got it to their home, I don't even think, I mean, I know QR codes are cool, but you're going to drive them to this page on a mobile phone, and that's where you're going to lose them, because they're going to be
going to get frustrated. That makes sense.
Yeah, so you just, I don't recommend it. We do have QR codes behind every landing page, and you could copy it and snap it in there. But when I'm telling you this is the #1 tool for getting listing leads that turn into listing contracts, this is from years of experience of our clients telling us. They're not telling me to put a QR code on here. They're just saying, I need a way to get this out.
Sure.
You need, now, I will tell you this, just a few months ago, we launched a partnership with this company here called Express Copy. And that company, you can download that letter and you can email it to them. And if you have an account, you can say, hey, I want 200 pieces to go to this zip code, and I want them to have 5 or 10 years equity. And you stuff the envelopes and you do all that. So my clients who have been doing this for years, and you can see this in the mastermind group, they've been doing this by hand, like
Right.
downloading that thing, folding it, signing. Some people will even sign their own letters, you know, by hand because they want it to look like a custom thing and not like spam. I don't know why I can't show you this, but there are people in here that are telling us, I just did that. Oh yeah, this guy gets 5 listings in 3 months. He's an agent who moved from some state to Texas, borrows listings, mails that letter out, and he tells you right in the comments, like he mailed it to people who own homes for 5 years or more. He bought that list from Remine. He didn't even have his own listings because he was from out of state. And he did exactly what you can do with a couple clicks with Express Copy here. Now you probably got data sets. You guys might have time and you can do that and get it out and make it look custom. We've got clients that buy really expensive kind of envelopes and things like that. Because the goal is, can I get somebody to open this thing up, right? To open that letter and not think it's junk mail. And you can see it's not like super fancy. It's really straightforward. We're selling a home in your neighborhood. Some of our clients use this when it's just listed, and then again when it's just sold, or open house and just sold, twice per listing. A lot of our clients will tell us, I get 1 or 2 or 3 listings for every listing I market with your system. Right.
Yeah, if you're farming an area, the more
Yeah.
touching you can do. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's just one of the parts of this. We, of course, create single property websites and virtual tours. And while you're talking to realtors, if you go down this listing flyer and all this stuff, a lot of companies, a lot of agents are from companies that create all kinds of stuff that sounds just like this. The difference is that all of our tools are designed to capture leads. And if you look at our virtual tour, you probably will see like 10 call to actions that you can capture leads all over the place. And that's a big reason why our clients can generate a lot of business. I'm going to jump out of this account.
I just want to, so are their listings automatically, like when it goes into their MLS, it's pulled directly, or do they have to go in and add it manually?
It should be pulled in automatically.
Okay.
Okay. Especially in Orlando, that MLS works with ListHub, which is the national syndication partner, and that's how we get your listings. So if you're in Orlando or anywhere in Florida, it's pretty much all listings flow automatically. What we don't know is when a home goes pending or under contract, they don't notify us of that. So you could go to your listings page here, and I'll show you very quickly. You can just adjust it. There's a little toggle and you can say it's no longer active, it's now under contract. It's smart to do that because we auto post to social media again. If you want to run an ad again, it's going to get you more listing leads, and just all the call to actions go out again. So I think I'm like in California and there's a ton of storms. I think my internet is getting a little bit wonky here, but I'm trying to get to the listings page there. Okay, this should move. And to make that adjustment of like, just listed to whatever status, it's the first thing you do here, right? It's like you just click
okay,
and you just go
and then it goes out into your stuff again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you definitely want to do that again because it's later stage posts are getting, well, one, it's another touch point, it's more marketing, but also it's the later stage marketing is designed to capture listing leads. It's saying it's pending. When it gets sold, it's going to affect your home value. Go get your home value. It's under contract. When it's closed, it's going to affect your home value. Get your home value. And of course, when it's sold, right? So that's why you want to sort of take advantage of it. This is a live client that I wanted to show you just for food for thought. I rolled this office out at the end of October. It's now January 10th, so that's about 80 days. Okay. And in 80 days, now these guys might be different. They have a different role than you, but just in terms of Facebook ads, it's worth understanding, especially depending on who you're talking to. They have run 110 ads. You can see it on that top row in 90 days. No, I'm sorry, 70 days. They spent $10,000, which is a really big budget, but they've generated 3,700 leads in just over 2 months. Okay. And their business pages in North and South Carolina have been seen over 700,000 times in 2 months. So
Right.
this is a bit of the power that can happen with Facebook. I'm always a fan of Facebook for buyer leads. I'm a fan for brand building, and we make it really easy. And have you seen how to run an ad in Facebook with our platform?
Not with your platform, no.
So if you do it in Facebook, depending on who you are, it could be really challenging. Here, you click on, I want to create a listing ad, a landing page ad, or a PDF guide ad. Since these people are generating buyers, I'm going to show you what they're doing. They choose a property that's for sale. They leave it on lead ads. That means we get pre-populated name, email, and phone number, and we click create an ad. Okay.
So just for me to mess around with this,
Yeah.
could I pick like one of my agent partners that I work with on title, and I ask him, hey, can I use your listing for this?
Yeah.
And then just plug it in. It doesn't have to be connected to my MLS, right? It could be any
Correct.
list.
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, neither of you have to be connected to an MLS. There's a way to pull it in without a connection.
Okay.
But ideally, we're auto sweeping from that agent. And so what you're doing is you're creating an agent profile and you're pulling it in automatically. And then you connect your Facebook account and boom, you choose the property and then you click publish. And that's a much simpler interface than going to Facebook, going through 3 or 4 pages and clicking like 10 to 12 buttons to have a successful ad. We know what you're trying to do by what you're clicking. And since we have the software, we check everything in the background that needs to be checked. Now, I'm just showing you the simplest way of thinking this. There's more powerful stuff you can do with this, but we're not going to get into that today. So there are also, if agents don't have listings, if they have sold listings, I recommend they run ads on them for a couple months, because sold ads generate listing leads. We also have PDF guides. So we have
Like a buyer or seller guide.
Yeah, we have 40 for buyers and 40 for sellers.
Okay.
So you can decide what you want to do. 5 dangers of overpricing might be a relevant topic. Create an ad. In this case, you have to take one more step. You do have to type in the location, which might be Tampa or it might be Orlando, right? And then you let the ad go. You just click it down at that green button at the bottom, and that's going to create the ad. And when people see this, if they want to download it, they have to give you their name, email, and phone number, and it's already pre-populated from their Facebook profile. That's why these leads are really effective. And then they can download it immediately, right? It's just how it works. So that's kind of, I think the short answer. I don't know if I want to go too much further. I think if you're going to use it, you're going to have to kind of understand a little bit deeper of what's going on. I'm going to
This
send
is
you an
very
email.
similar to a CRM that I used as a realtor, where it connected my 5 social media platforms. It made automated posts. If I had a listing, it automatically pulled it. So this is very similar to that.
Yeah,
So I get the concept behind it. I just, my goal is I want to be able to go to a brokerage or to a team and or a new agent who's struggling and say, hey, let me help you.
yeah.
What is the cost? Like, I mean, I'm sure it's on there and I can look at it, but like
Sure.
if an agent signs up, I invite them and they sign up and they do the whole thing and I help them get integrated. What is the cost to them? I mean, I'm sure, you know, per
If you go
ad,
to
it's different.
if you go here to our website and you go to lenders, and I'll show you the pricing right here. Start a 30-day free trial, so you get a 30-day free trial. Now, it used to have a radio button, and we've changed something. I better take a message of this, but I recommend that you sign up for 0 to 5 agents. Okay, there's two options, and actually inside the account you can even have a bigger account, but 0 to 5 agents. That means you have 5 free seats for agents. So you are going to pay $150 a month, right? Month to month, no annual contract, no setup fee. You get 30 free days. And the agent just gets an ID and password, and they can log in and set all this up.
And it becomes their individual account under my umbrella account.
Yes. And you should, let me just show you.
Would you like to log in under our account that we have already, and then you can just make sure that all of our buttons are there?
Did you sign up as a lender? I'm hoping I can do this, or as a title office. Do you know?
Or username is Nona Title Inc.
Okay, give me a moment. My computer is acting really weird here. Username sneeze.
And hi, sorry I'm here. For some reason, my camera won't work today, Carrie.
Oh no. It never fails. Someone's computer is always doing something.
And I have like we talked about downloading the Zoom app. I have it downloaded. I double checked, so I'm not really sure what the issue is.
Technology is designed to fail. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So it's working.
Yeah.
It's Nona Title Inc. And then the first letter of each word is capitalized.
Okay. I have to go this way.
Oh, okay.
Especially to see what I think you're gonna want me to see. So let's just look.
Now we wait. So Chadlin, did you hear that? You purchase an
account for
up to 5 agents. Yeah, and for 5 agents, it's $150 a month. And then you have 5 username and passwords that they can have, that they can go in and create their own stuff. So like you could get picky about which agents you work with, as long as they're
Yeah.
And so all the reps can have their own accounts. I'm sorry, I was also on the phone, so I didn't hear that part. So Carrie can have one, B can have one, Laura can have one, and then you guys can all individually choose your 5 agents?
Yes, because you would each have your own account and you would just rotate agents, real estate agents. Is this your account with Michael Lynn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that Mike? Holy cow.
I know. With
his
hair. Yeah, I love that picture of him, and we will use it on his wedding day.
So I'm thinking what we.
So you see what we're working with here. It's
Okay, so here, just like this broker details, this is you and your office and your colleagues, right? This is what this profile is about. If I go to view agents, I should see the agents that you have under your account, because you have an old account, I think.
Yes.
Right. And so you're paying a little more, but it's a bigger account. And so you're kind of grandfathered into that. And so here, if we go look at, well, let's see, here's somebody, Alexandra from Casa Realty. You do have 2. I think I would probably take out the first one, because she's not using the first one. Right. Let's just kind of look at how you have her set up, because your setup as your office, it's not that important. It's because the advertising and things going out that are going to capture leads are from the agents. So we want to make sure that they're set up. So here on auto posting, they're not even connected on auto posting. Okay.
Okay.
And you should go to every one of those agents in your account. Go, hey, I want you to log in and get on a Zoom call and say, click that button. It's going to take them to Facebook. We're going to say, is this you, Alexandra? And they say yes. And the second page is going to go, what business pages do you want? And you go bang, bang, bang. And then it'll be here and it'll be on, connect to Twitter, LinkedIn. It looks like she is connected to Instagram, right?
Okay.
But it says you need to create a Facebook link with it. So I'm not quite sure if that's working well. The other thing for setup is you need to click. You see how this is blank over here? And this is really kind of important. After you connect to social media accounts, it says preferences and listing. This is a blank box. You need to click this green button that says copy and paste, and it copies this and puts it there and click save. So that when we're auto posting, we're taking dynamic content from the post and putting it on top of the picture. So if you click on the post or the picture, a landing page is going to be behind it, which I've shown you earlier. That's what's going to capture the lead. So this is free posting to their social media, and they don't have to touch it, and there's a lead capture for it. So auto posting you should turn on. If they have their own CRM, they can connect their CRM right here. Right?
Are they, I mean, like, are they all there? Like,
Oh, no, my God. Lord knows how many CRMs there exist in the United States. A lot of the top ones are here. And if they're not here, a lot of them don't have APIs, right? And an API is just a software widget that they give us and we map it out and it works. So if they don't show up here, a lot of CRMs will give you like a unique email address, like Vincent 12345678910 at Follow Up Boss. And it's this unique email that if you send a lead there, they'll scrape it and drop it into their CRM and then turn on the automation. That's how CRMs work. They're either, if they're a big one, you're going to see them right here. And
yeah,
if
I
they're
see
not
ours.
big, there's usually, and we may not see all, I think we actually have more APIs in this. It's just because I'm logged in as an admin and not as an op. So you want to make sure that you're connecting, my point is, their CRM to this, right? And you would do that in their profile. And you do the basic things like you put their logo in. So this lady, oh, there it is. It's Kaza right here, right? So, you upload their logo. You could change colors here. I've never heard of Kaza Real Estate. I'm assuming that's in Florida. So let's go look at that real quick. State in Orlando. And this is just to show you kind of something about this. And this person, by the way, I mean, I'm looking at something here on the left, and it looks like it's in Spanish, right? So maybe they target Spanish-speaking people as well, right? So this is their website. It's kind of white with that logo. That kind of green is there. Okay. So you could, or I could, I wouldn't really want to mess with it. Well, okay, they got this blue here too. I'll just show you. So there's a blue here. And do I have something up there? I'm going to show you very quickly because for some people this might be interesting that we copy the color from their website. And
How did you?
I have this app built into Chrome, some kind of eyedropper color picker. It's called Color Pick Eyedropper. That's what it is. So that's a free app. It snaps into Chrome. And now I can go here. And this is, again, because you're kind of thinking in a way of like service, right? Like I'm giving you something of value. Well, now this here is kind of a little more reflective of their branding, right? So I copied and pasted it from there and I save it, right? And so these are kind of the things you want to do on setup, right? Like this is how you turn on. And then you go and you, let me, do you have a couple minutes? Because I'll log in as this agent and we'll look at her account as her.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me a moment. So Alex, 1, 2, 3.
After you're done, oh, Chadlin's jumping off. Yeah. I swear I confirmed with everybody that this was a good time, but nope. You know how real estate is. No one ever is available.
Yeah.
Um, Could you confirm when you're done, how many agents we can add onto our account and, like how many we have and how many we have left?
Let me look. Yeah, well, don't let me forget, but yeah, we can go look at that. I am trying to copy something here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so okay. So I just needed a password to log in. So now we're logged in as her. And I'm just gonna kind of walk you through what I think you should do when you get an agent on the phone. And I'm gonna guess that you should do this with everybody who you're gonna work with who's in your account. We'll go look at that in a minute. But because this person, I don't know how long she's been in there, but she's not set up correctly. So this is kind of where I would tell you to go. I'd say, hey, let's get on a Zoom call. And you, Alex, go here to your profile, click on auto posting, and connect to these things. And I would actually before ask them to get their password for these accounts. Like get your password, even if you don't use it, get your password. Because the way we post, we put hashtags and we're going to get leads, and many more people are going to see this on Twitter than your 3 friends on Twitter. It's just the way we are doing things. It's like it's effective. So I would email and say, I want to set up a 15 or 20-minute call with you. I want you to have your login codes for Google and this and that and Twitter and LinkedIn. And then you walk them through here, you turn it all on, you go over here on listings, you copy this over here like we did. In this logging from an agent, you can also auto post landing pages for home values. So I'm going to set that up right now. Weekly save. So for Alex, this is going to start automatically going out. This is down payer assistance. I won't do that one. Maybe I'll do new construction. Behind each one of these posts will be a landing page. My Lord, excuse me. It's like a torrential storm outside all of a sudden. Okay, so anyway, it's quiet and then it's just insane. Okay, so anyway, you set that up there. You connect to their CRM here, right? And there are more things here. Then you go over here. Now, if they don't have a CRM, and if they don't have a CRM, I don't know if you really want to work with them, just between you and me, because they're not.
Yeah, because like, what are you doing?
Yeah. But if they don't, or for some reason you're working, we have this system over here that says follow-ups. This is a drip campaign for both buyers and sellers. You can turn it on. It's very effective. We actually have there are 3 national trainers for KV Core, which is another top CRM. And one of those 3 trainers has been A/B testing our drip campaigns to the KV Core, and they're saying, hey, you're outperforming our KV Core one. Now, KV Core is a big CRM company, so they do a lot. Our goal is just to help our clients convert leads and capture leads, and that's our role. So the point is, you could do that. Now, also Alex, and this might be true for other clients in your market, she got a website out there in Spanish. So she could turn these on, and this drip campaign would go out in Spanish for buyers, right? Also, if you go to create ads, and here, what I would definitely recommend is you have every agent go to ads, and we'll go see what she's got connected. Looks like she's connected, right? So she's connected to create an ad. She could also connect Google. I'm going to do a listing ad, okay? And I'm going to say that one is for sale. I'm going to leave it on lead ads. I'm not going to run this ad, so this is your client.
Sure, she wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's not actually what I wanted to do. We
So
actually,
that was her listing that she actually has that it pulled from the MLS.
yeah.
Okay.
And this is how she would run an ad. She'd go bam, publish. Right. And that would be it. It's really easy. And you, as your office account, your team account, you, if they're connected, like Alex is here, you can actually log in and also say, look, your account is connected. Would you like me to run an ad for you? And it would be that easy.
Yeah.
Right. It would charge their credit card. I don't know if you can see it, but it would be branding to their brand. This is Alexandra Costa Thomas. The leads would go to her.
What does it do when you like individual ads? Like, maybe I'm missing something. So it's $35 or what is that
For 1 week, $35
for that ad?
for
Okay.
that whole. Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna look just like that.
Okay.
Now, what I was meaning to show you, and I spaced out, is there's this PDF guide system. I mentioned earlier, we have 80 PDF guides, right? Alexandra has something in Spanish out there on the internet. So we translated all 80 of these PDF guides. So if she wants to talk to more home buyers in Spanish, I don't know what this says, but you could just say, create an ad. And we have written the ad in Spanish. We'll get there in a second. You do need to type in the name of the town.
Understanding new home construction.
Yeah. So that's how you do it. And now they can download this report that's written in Spanish, and Alexandra is on every page of every report. And she can also turn on that Spanish drip campaign, and that's all going to work for her too. She can do it in either language. Okay.
That's cool.
Oh, well, English and Spanish. And then you can also run landing page ads. And then you can also do Google. Let's see if she's got this connected. I would say Google landing page. So she's not connected. That is an added fee. We have Google software. It's new to us. It's $30 a month. And this is important. A lot of agents know how to run ads on Facebook. They've been doing it. There's a lot of gurus out there. But what a lot of agents don't understand, and a lot of people in the whole world don't understand, is that 86% of all searches start on Google. They don't start on Facebook, right? So if I want to sell my home, or I want to know how much taxes I'm going to sell my home, or, you know, what about divorce and selling a home? It all happens on this page. And 86% of all searches begin here. So with our Google software, you can very easily run an ad. You saw how easy it was to run an ad on Facebook. It's that easy on Google. You choose your landing page, you choose your city, bang, publish, it's happening.
This one's $30 a month, but then it's also per ad.
Yeah. So when you're looking at Facebook, an agent doesn't pay for this, right? It's sort of included because this has been part of our platform for years. So that software is included in the price. But if I run an ad, it's going to be a $30 or $50 ad or a $100 ad, whatever I charge. So whatever your
Just like it would be if you were doing it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's going to be like that money is being charged to your credit card on your Facebook account. It's not going to us. Similarly, so differently for Google is there's an add-on just to use our software.
Sure.
But if you're going to have an ad, you've got to pay for that, and you're paying
Per ad. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's almost like an upgrade, like a good upgrade to Facebook and Google program.
Yeah, well, Facebook is part of the program. Google is the upgrade.
So the Facebook one, like the regular program, is the one that we pay for under our agent account, and then they pay per ad. And then if you want the upgrade, you can add on Google and still pay per ad, but you have the access to do so.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I just want to make sure I sell it correctly. I don't want to oversell.
There's also a cool thing here that I recommend everybody take advantage of. It says social. And there are two things here, and we'll kind of look at it. We'll see if she's probably not connected because
She doesn't look like she's super connected. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna mess with this with my account and just connect everything and mess with it.
Go set up an account for you and go through and connect to social, because it's going to say connect to Facebook, connect to Twitter, and all your things. And then it's going to say, how often do you want us to post? You could have things go out every other day, every day, but then the topics are what we're posting up here. And these are really colorful, in-house written information.
Cool.
They're not even articles. They're just soft content about kitchen design, outdoor living, just home related stuff.
Yeah.
And
Post.
yeah, so that an agent looks like they're actually taking care of their social media and staying there, right?
But like, wow, how does she do it all?
Right. And it's a set and forget. Now, one thing about Alex is she likes Instagram because she did connect Instagram. So right here is this weird thing that says link in bio. If you're talking to somebody who likes Instagram, they should copy this link and put it on their profile because you can't actually capture leads from Instagram too well. But here, these are the PDF guides that are branded to her. Her property is right here. Her landing pages are right here. This is all lead capture. And if she just starts getting in the habit of saying, check my link in my profile whenever she posts about real estate, at least, people will click, they'll see this. If they're interested in this home, they're going to land here. You remember we put that cool blue bar up there. This will be mobile optimized for phones. It'll capture leads for her. So if somebody's really thinking about Instagram, I would definitely make sure you let them know, like, go get that link in the bio thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this pops up automatically. And if you want more information, you click that. And now I have your name and email and I deliver it to you. So that's kind of like setup, right? You go to the profile, you do a couple things there, you turn on follow-ups if you want, you turn on the social content that we're talking about, and you connect their ads.
Okay, so like let's say I said every other day.
Yeah.
So every other day, something cute and home related is going to get posted from all my connected accounts.
Yes. Yeah.
And branded in the colors and logos that I chose.
It won't be brand. It's going to show up on your business page. There's not a lot of brand. When we were looking at a single property website, that's branded.
Okay.
Right? But when it's just a post, it's just going to show up and it's going to say your business page. So we're not branding a lot there. What did I do?
The single property landing page is kind of like
the website for that property.
Just for that.
Yeah. There are a lot of tools that are branded specifically with your logo and all that, right?
Great.
But this automated social content, let's see if I can access it here. This is not branded on every picture because the picture itself is doing well.
Okay. Yeah, and it's just coming from your account, so they know who it's coming from.
So it's branded to you, right? So let's see if we're connected here. Yeah, so in this case, things are really running slowly here. My apologies.
Yeah, I used to have this with Elevate, and I would get comments about my latest post.
Yeah.
Be like some article on Granite, and I'm like, oh wow, I don't know.
And our clients actually like that because people are interacting with them on social media, right?
Yeah.
So if you want, you can click on the eyeball here and you'll see like 20 or 50 articles that we've written. I don't think it's necessary. I think what's necessary is you click this button here and that's going to turn that on at the top.
Oh, so you can go pick your topics.
Yeah. So you can, I like, outdoor living and gardening. So that's kind of what I'm about. But, you might like creative spaces and whatever, kitchen.
Super cool.
And so that's how you do it, right? So that's something that I would turn on. People like it. And then after you've got all that set up, you could go here. I would actually recommend that you go to support and say, hey, we just set up this account. Would you check for listings? Now your clients,
check for listings.
Go connect their listings. If they have active listings, set up all the things we just did, email support and say, hey, they have active listings. Would you connect it? And they will put a code in there right here in this section. And they will start sweeping all the listings of that agent, and any future listing that agent has will come in.
So once you do it one time, any new listings are already pulled.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now there's one more thing. If you have an agent who doesn't have listings, as long, maybe like they're from some office where they can share listings, right? They can go here to their listings page and grab a listing, and all they need is the zip code and the MLS ID.
Ooh,
And boom, we pull it in. So it's going to give them tools to advertise to get more listings. You definitely, I'd recommend that you have the permission of the agent that you're doing that with.
Sure.
Yeah, but that's going to pull in if they don't have any listings.
things. Yeah, I think this happened because I was watching one of my agents, and I actually had two agents that were listing the same property. It looked like they were because of the way it posted on their social media. But I called one of them, and they were like, "Oh, it's this new social media thing. I just borrowed his listing." And I was like, "Well, you did what?"
Yeah. Because, like EXP and Keller Williams,
Yeah,
and I'm sure other, offices are like this. Like if your listing is there at EXP and I'm in this office, I can market that listing.
right.
Like that's just the rule. So that you would use that grab button and you would get all these tools that we auto generate and we send them out.
I love it.
So it's just ways to help agents get contacts, right? Get buyer seller leads. So it's Nona, correct?
Well, yeah. So that was the other thing. Maybe you can help me fix it. Nona Title was what it was called, and then we rebranded to Red Door
Okay.
Title. Is there a way for me to change that? Because that's
Yeah.
confusing to
Yeah.
people.
Oh, hopefully it doesn't need your password.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I changed it. Cool.
Yay. Thank
So
you.
it's this Red Door Title with capital R, D, and T.
Yes.
Okay. So if you go to your billing, Lord.
That picture. We're gonna need a new picture. Like a group picture of like the three marketing reps would be great.
Yeah. You don't know your password, do you?
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With a capital H.
Okay. Give me a second to try to. Oddly enough, I don't have a view to this, but if I log into View, I should be able to see what it is. Yeah, okay. So I'm logged in as you. And if you go to your profile, and you go to billing, you're paying $2.99 a month, and you can have up to 200 agents.
Oh, cool. How many do I have?
You go to agents.
Because these are all the Orlando agents.
Yeah. You got 84.
81,
84.
84. Wow, we have a lot of open spots. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And this one, like, this is the same agent. And I'm going to delete this one because she's only using one of the accounts.
Yeah, let's do that.
So
We should probably go through and make sure there's not like that multiple times.
multiple, and also make sure, like, are they even in real estate, right? Like, are they still working?
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Get people who are going to use this and get familiar. So I have your email address. I'm going to send you an email, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to send you. So let's go here. This I'll record this and I'll send it to you, but I'm gonna send you something now that you should share with everybody on your team. And you should probably also share it with your agent clients once you've gone through this walkthrough, right? The walkthrough that we just did, like connect, turn on everything, right? Once you've done that, and I'll show you what it is. I think the internet is dying over here.
It's getting washed away.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm.
There are trees falling around the neighborhood, like taking out power. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
getting texts like it's California. We're just getting hammered right now.
Crazy.
Okay, so
Yeah, that was us back in the fall with 2 hurricanes coming through.
yeah, I heard. Yeah, that was insane. Yeah. So let's see here. I'm going to send you two things here. And I don't know if you work with it. I would recommend that you print out both of these. And that if you are a title officer and you're a meeting agent, that you give them a nice colorful copy of each one of those. Because
Okay.
it's, oh, what's the problem here? It's like high level, this is what listings to leads is. And,
Okay.
right.
Because we have it in our marketing, in our agent advantage book, which is like a buyer guide, seller guide, but it's for agents on why they should use this for title. It's very similar
Okay.
marketing. But we mention it in there and we like have an example text they could send a number to and all that. But it does not do a good job of explaining how all encompassing it could be. It's
Yeah.
like, that's why I was like, hey guys, this is useless. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So this email that I'm going to send you is going to have a link to our YouTube channel. And we've been talking a lot, but you know, their clients, realtors, their business grows like, you know, from 5 to 20 million in 2 years.
Right.
And they're telling us like 80% of our business is coming from you, right? And there are clients that grow their business 100%. Now, the people who can do that are the people that understand our platform. And what I'm telling you here is go check out these 3 calls. And it's a link to this page. And so I would definitely somehow, I would watch these 3 calls if I were you. You can always see the title, top tools to get more listings, Facebook and Google ads, and get started. I rotate through these classes every 2 weeks. And every time I do a class, it's sitting right here. I would look at a few of these. My partner, Scott, is doing something, an 8-part series on just high level marketing. It's a really awesome series that would help. But I know you kind of just want to know the basics. I would recommend that you get our get started class, right? Because that's what you do as a new client. So kind of watch 1 or 2 of those, and you're going to go, okay, that's how we're going to walk people through. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to look at our agent list, and we're going to see everybody that hasn't logged in 2 months. And we're going to walk them through the setup to make sure they got everything turned on. And if they don't do that with us, we're going to kick them out and get somebody else who's going to work with us.
Sure.
You know, that's what I would do.
That should be a focus. All those people are Orlando people, but there's 2 reps over there. Like they could divide and conquer that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you get the automation turned on, just things start happening that gets in their mailbox, it starts generating leads, and they're like, whoa, this is cool. Thank you. You know, and that's where you develop that relationship a little bit stronger.
So what would be the best way for me to go about this as far as getting this in front of as many agents as possible? I do have Follow Up Boss as my CRM, and I don't use it as an agent would for buyers. I use it as a marketing person would for more business to business. So all my people are agents, and I want to obviously put it out there. This is an amazing program. I'm going to send you an invite, you know.
Yeah.
what do I send with that? Like, this is kind of what it is. Let's set up a phone call to talk more about it or whatever. Do you have that kind of thing already made? Should I make one? I don't know.
Well, what I have made is what I just emailed to you.
Okay.
Now that's also something that I use, and I think the answer is that we're really poor in helping our lender and title clients recruit people into here. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you're thinking. Like, I want to get agents into this platform. And so when I emailed you, there were a couple of attachments. I would create an email which gives some bullet points. Maybe you grab some bullet points from here or something, and give them those 2 documents that I sent you. And say, hey, you know what? Here is something that is really helpful, and let's set up a time to walk you through and set it up. Kind of.
Put a Calendly link in there and put them on the
Yeah.
books.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could do that. Okay. Yeah, because that's kind of our focus. One of our partners is loves this program and it's like, you need to get this out to agents, as many as you can, because then they will feel like you have offered them value and they will send you business, especially if
Correct.
the listings that they get come from this platform and then you're staying in touch with them. There's no way that you're not going to get that business. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
okay.
And you know, I didn't stress it as we were talking, but I do a class. It's right here 3 weeks ago, top tools to get more listings. Like, it's in the email that I sent you. It is something that you should be cognizant of. There's more than there's more than 50 tools that are going to help you get more listings. Some of them are PDF guides, some are landing pages, some are sold ads, and all these ways. And just to be able to speak to that pretty easily, you don't have to go in depth on it. They're going to go, oh, okay, I need to pay attention, right?
Well, I would like to be able to teach a class and offer it to multiple agents at multiple different brokerages. I mean, I have a training room at my office. So, I mean, I'm not a title agent. I don't do closings. I don't do processing. My whole job is business development.
Okay.
So I would like to get to the point where I'm so comfortable with this platform that I can teach a class. I can, go on, show them where these YouTube videos are, where these classes are available, where their Facebook masterminds are, they can join. And then, show them the platform and say, we can set up a one-on-one afterwards. We can have up to, 200 agents on our platform, make sure you get your spot. You just pay per ad, and that's what you would be doing anyway. But now you have help and someone directing all of your posts and managing your files, which I can already think of 2 agencies right now that are struggling with their social media. So
Yeah. 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 And I think that, and so like when I was saying you could go sign up for an account, you already have a big grandfather account. That's a good one. But, a lot of agents or a lot of lenders or title people, I'm always of the mind of just start a 30-day free trial and sign up for 5 agents, get the program down, get the process down, and then expand to the 50 agent platform and go do lunch and learns. And now you start really developing a bigger pipeline of agents that you're developing a relationship with.
well, you should let me go sell this to other to lenders.
Okay. Well, you have my contact info if you need help, or if you need more training for your title people. I'm happy to do that.
Well, if you guys are ever down in Florida or in Central Florida, because obviously we have 2 offices in Orlando and 1 in Tampa, and we can host
Okay.
at either one. If you're there or if you have someone there, we would love to have an in-person training so that we can kind of do hands-on and more in-depth and like how to
How many
recruit more
agents are
agents.
in, or how many officers are in Orlando?
How many officers?
Like LOs, it's not LOs. What do you call title officers? Like the people that.
Closing agents. So it would just be the 3 of us. So our
Okay.
closing agents wouldn't really speak to this. It would just
Okay.
be me and Bay and Lori, but then also Chadlin and Emily Chadlin's our director of operations, and Emily is our one of our big investors, director of operations.
Mhm.
And they would love to have this like really down pat. The
Yeah.
WeMark group is one of the biggest groups it's a brokerage, it's one of the biggest groups in Orlando. And Emily is the one that she runs that
Yeah.
kind of COO of that. So she would love to have way more detailed information so she could help her agent.
Well, in the time being, if you have questions, we've got a great support team. But I would recommend that if you have questions, you kind of ping me for a little while. Until you feel like you've got it all down.
Yeah. Well, I got a good starting place at least. So we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, Carrie, thank you for your time.
No, thank you. This was great.